The guessing game over Julia Gillard's carbon tax has begun in earnest. Reports commissioned by the government have revealed a starting price of $40 a tonne is needed to encourage people to switch from coal to clean power. That figure was much higher than expected and led to a flurry of denials from the Prime Minister and her senior colleagues. But the government will fast-track talks with the Greens and Independents, aiming to announce the starting price and other details by the end of June. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simkin reports.
The polls aren't too healthy.
Surely you can fix that if you've got an anaesthetic.
But Julia Gillard is getting closer to a deal on the carbon tax. The government now hopes to have something stitched up by the end of next month.
Hopefully we haven't caused a major problem, nothing you can't fix.
The Climate Change Committee met this morning. It's yet to agree on exactly what the carbon price will be. $20 to $30 a tonne is the likely starting range, but these confidential reports to the government argue that ultimately a carbon price of around $40 a tonne would be required.
The point of this tax is that whatever level it starts at, it's going to go up and up and up. And I say to the Australian people, you trust this Prime Minister at your peril.
Does he complain much?
He does. He can.
A baseless scare campaign, according to the Prime Minister.
That's what Mr Abbott has been engaged in, plucking figures out of the air and trying to terrify Australian households and small businesses with them.
Treasury estimates a $40 a tonne carbon price would add more than $5 a week to electricity prices, more than $2 to food, and have an overall impact of $22 a week.
Whatever the starting price from the government standpoint, it's going to be well south of $40 a tonne, and no matter what the starting price, there will be generous household assistance.
Mr Combet should explain why he says it should be well below 40. I mean, if there's a rationale behind that, let's hear it.
The Greens believe the carbon price will eventually need to go even higher than $40 a tonne to force a shift to renewable energy.
To bring on a solar thermal plant, you would need a carbon price in excess of $120, and that is not going to happen. That's why I'm saying it is the combination of these measures that is the important thing.
So there's furious debate about two reports that haven't been released into a carbon price that hasn't been set. Despite today's differences, Labor and the Greens are getting closer to agreement, and that's when the real political brawl will begin. Mark Simkin, ABC News, Canberra.